Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're taking a look at a different version of Gruul with a bunch of +1/+1 counters. We're going to try to double them up. Kind of similar to what you saw on the Selesnya list, but this time with Gruul. So let's go. Alright, so obviously you need things that make counters and things that can take advantage of those counters. So we're going to start with Gala Greeters. Every time you have something come into play, you can make treasure or put counters on this. Generally, those are going to be our two modes. Unless we're playing against something that's super aggressive like mono red or something, then you'll go ahead and take the life gain option. We will also be playing Quirion Beastcaller because, well, every time we play a thing, we get a counter, so why not? And we're going to play some Voldaren Thrillseeker because this puts counters on things with the backup ability, and then lets us sacrifice things, which is big because sometimes the board can get gummed up while you have a creature with a high power and really can't do anything with it. Speaking of which, if the board does get gummed up, we are going to be playing Kodama of the West Tree that allow us to punch through a little bit with some trample, which is nice. And we're going to be playing Solemn Simulacrum. This card's really good for just putting extra counters on. You can play it out of the graveyard. Love everything this is doing. And we're going to be playing some Iron Apprentice as a way to kind of move counters around, which is always a nice bonus. And because we're playing some artifact creatures, we are going to try playing Teething Wormlet. Now, we do get the benefit of treasure coming off of Gala Greeters, and we'll also get the use of Ozolith here. So that's another thing to pump the Wormlet, but more importantly, it doubles up all your counters whenever you put them on stuff, which is great. Our upper end's going to look like 2 Doomscar Warrior, could help us find more creatures, but again, putting counters on with backup, which is really important, and giving something trample. And we have Alana, really good just for giving something haste that you play, but also has Secret Reach, which is nice. And then we're also going to try Atsushi the Blazing Sky, partly because if it dies, we still get something for it, which is nice in those mono black matchups. It produces artifacts, which can help out the Teething Wormlet. It also gets us access to other cards, but more importantly, it's a thing that flies over the top in case we just need to put some counters on something and get it over there. And we're going to try something because I saw a list from Legend VD who was also playing something similar not long ago, and he decided to play Mirrex in his list. And I kind of like this because it's another way that we could trigger either Gala Greeters or our Wormlet, so I don't mind that at all. And having an extra creature is always pretty cool. Those are going to be the bulk of the cards we're playing today. If you want to see the full deck list, it'll be at the end of the video, and we'll talk about what we want to change or not and all that good stuff. Or you can go down to the description below, look for the blue arrows, it'll take you to our Moxfield link where you can see today's deck and a pile of other things ready to go for standard. But in the meantime, don't forget, we are sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc. If you want to buy any cards for today's deck or any other game stuff, remember to go to coolstuffinc.com. You can use code DRAGON, that'll save you 5% at checkout. And Cool Stuff Inc. always has cool stuff in stock. Hey, we drew a Picnic Ruiner finally. Man, these are the hands I always think about, like, what does this beat? Right now, I don't know what that answer is. Still think we're going to keep it, though. Maybe I'll get lucky and draw, like, Commando Faces Kakazan or something off the top. If not, not even sure what we want. Maybe a Wormlet, just to get him to use some removal before we play a Gala Greeters, maybe? I'm just trying to think of things that could help us out. Okay, well, we didn't get anything to do turn 1, so that's very sad for us. Especially if they have a removal heavy hand here. And boy, we need lands if we're going to be holding on to these Atsushis. Well, we found a 4th land, so that's a bonus. I guess the question now is, do we go with Thrillseeker or Kodama? I guess we go with Kodama. I mean, they don't seem to have anything in hand. Alright, I'm going to take a mountain since I have another forest already. We have all these red things left. Invasion. Alright. This is where I'm kind of going to assume bad things are going to happen for us. So, I'm willing to play this, make a treasure. Attack. Get another land. Might as well be that. In the turn? Because if they're going to play a sweeper, you're obviously going to play it now, right? Oh, it's Traxa. Of course. Why wouldn't it be a Traxa? Why would I think it would be anything else? Any chance deck of us being able to get... If we get an Ozolith here... We could play Ozolith, play Thrill Seeker. Well, those are all dreams gone anyway. It was an idea. Thoughts, you know. Alright. Opponent has Farewell, Shieldred. Gosh. We can put 2 counters on this. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, wait. Maybe there's a way. We can put 3 counters. Trying to figure out how we can do the most damage here. This is going to take me a second. Because we do also get the treasure after we sacrifice that. So if we put 1, 2, 3. And that's 5. So this comes into play, puts 2. So that's 7. We can then kill Atraxa. Get the treasure, but we're not doing anything with the treasure otherwise. And we know we're going to lose everything to the Farewell, because that card's silly. So, here's what we're going to try then, I guess. And let's go like that. And then play this. I mean, just going to put a counter because everything's going to die anyway, so I might as well get the damage out of it. And then sack this to kill this so they don't get to gain any life. And we're not even going to take the treasure. We're just going to exile the cards. And then attack for 8. The opponent goes to 7. We get plenty of mana. So theoretically, we have a chance. The problem is we are going to have to play around this Shieldred's Edict as well. But we have a lot of mana. Oh, they don't even have enough unless they play 1 air. Alright, so I think we can do it. So we play this. This is 4. Oh, we're going to be 1 short. Gross. Oh, okay, hold on. Is there a way we can get any more out of that? Man, I need a haste creature here. Alright. So we play this. That's a 4 power. It's 5. Oh, wait, this comes in and puts 1 on itself. Never mind. Oh, I almost missed that. Yep. And then we just fling... Oh, no, because it gained an extra 1. They're at 8. Oh, no, we can do it anyway, because we have 2 left open. So we just fling and fling. Woo! I almost missed that. Sick. Oh, beating Atraxa. Y'all have no idea how good that feels. Like, I'm a pretty chill dude. Y'all know that from this channel. But occasionally, we get a good win. My outbursts are legit. Like, I'm feeling great right now. Like, the fact that we're playing a creature deck, a Gruul deck, we beat an Atraxa and a Farewell. I ain't even mad at that. Like, that's awesome. That's awesome. Alright, let's see if we can draw a 1 or 2 mana thing next turn. If we do, maybe there's a chance of something fun happening. If not, this could be really, really bad. The obvious turn 1 play, but we'll see what we draw after that. I mean, Wormlet, you're right. I mean, you still die to a cut down. That apparently does not exist. Okay. So how do I want to go about this? I think I kind of want to try this, because if it gets countered, it just goes to our graveyard. Put the counters here. So if they want to kill our Wormlet, we're not losing our best option. Yep, that works. I think if we put the counters on the Wormlet, they definitely would have went for that, so I don't mind that play at all. Nice. Nice. Okay.
This is my home, and I don't
We're going to off this. Since we can play that out of the yard anyway. I think I'm going to play this, put the counters on itself, and just attack Liliana here. Alright. I guess I could have split it up and had a 4-4 and a 4-3, which probably is better in all reality. Jace, we're not too worried about Jace here. That's fine.
For the sake of Phyrexia, I will.
Yep. Jace just says, lose some cards.
Surrender every last thought to Phyrexia.
Let's go with this. Attack. One goes to 8. Oh, actually, could I? Nah, I couldn't have done nearly enough. Alright, so we'll get the last mountain. Get that. And we'll take... Ooh, we'll take this. Alright, what do they got? I think we could do 8. Because even if we just play Simulacrum out of the yard... Actually, either way. We can... Play Simulacrum, that's 2. Put counters on Kodama. Damage, you block a 5, take 8s, 9, 10. Or we could play this and just fling it at the opponent after they take 6. That's a thing. Yeah, either option works. I don't think it really matters. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that turn was like an embarrassment of riches. I think my ultimate play was just going to be play the Ozolith, play Simian Simulacrum. It comes into play, puts 2 counters on Wormlet, so the Wormlet becomes a 5-5. This comes into play, putting 3 counters on something, so we turn Kodama into a 5-5, or a 6-6. So then we're tagging with a 5-5 and 6, plus 2, so it doesn't matter what gets blocked there. So yeah, that went okay for us. Wasn't sure how the hand was going to pan out, but I like it. This is one of those hands you're just really hoping the opponent doesn't have an early removal card, you know? We're going to keep it, even with the damage lands, but if this is like mono red or something, this could be real rough. Really wish we were on the play with this type of hand. We'll see, though. We'll see. But if they have one of those hands even that's like cut down and to go for the throat or something, it's still going to be rough. And depending on what our first 2 draws are, our turn 2 play could be kind of a tough question on if we just want to roll Beast Callers or try to get the advantage on the Ozolith. Because right now, I'm not 100% sure which way I want to go. Might be Ozolith, hope to draw a 3rd land and some 1-drop or something. Like, I don't know. Reality Chip. That's not something you see that often. Alright, no attacks. Yeah, also, I kind of want to say, like, people talk about, oh, I got to get to Mythic and being a better player being at Mythic. But, like, the reality is, you see way more crazy brews at Mythic that aren't really doing anything. And that's partly because everybody's already earned what they're going to earn for the season. You know what I mean? There's not a lot for them to gain by just playing just meta decks. There's a lot more of that in... I guess you say there's a lot more of that in Diamond and Platinum than there is in Mythic. Not saying you'll never see meta decks at Mythic, but everybody's kind of earned what they're going to earn unless they're trying to be in the top 1,000 or something. I mean, that being said, we didn't draw mana here anyway, so our opponent can just do whatever they want to do. Like, this is probably one of the combo decks that plays Agatha, Soul Cauldron, and all that good stuff. I mean, I got nothing going on here, so you do what you want to do, opponent. I'm just playing off the top right now, hoping we find lands. But yeah, I'm pretty sure their deck is some type of combo thing with that. Probably it could be infinite mana, playing a bunch of cards off your library, kill you with some type of fireball type spell. Well, when I say fireball type spell, for those of you who don't, I'm talking about some X spell. Probably like Light Up the Night or something. Alright, those trigger... We put the counters on, or try to put the counters on the Beast Caller. Alright, well we have a 5-5 and a 4-4, so, I mean, we're going to try to attack with them. Not sure what's up. The opponent appears to be there, but also appears to be roping, so it's awkward kind of interactions going on right now. Like, they're highlighting things, and I can see their hand highlighted. That actually helps so much. Like, thank you, opponent. Like, in a lot of ways, actually. Because we just get our 4th land. Also, that's funny. Now I could block a 4-4. Like, also allows us to play the Simulacrum out of the yard if we need to. Like, lots of good stuff here. All right. I guess we try. Put the counters here. So I have a 2 6/6s or a 5/5 and a 6/6. All right, they're taking 6. Are you kidding? Man, really? Bruh. You know what? I'm just going to take this because I can still cast it. It makes the Beast Caller bigger. It's another thing we can attack with. If we play the Simulacrum, it'll get counters. We could maybe put counters on something with a Doomscar Warrior. That's crazy, though. All land and just the Wormlet. That is not good. But we won anyway, so I'll take it. This is an interesting hand. Before we start this game, though, I want to remind everybody that if you want to support the channel, because so many of you keep saying, like, you should have more followers and whatever. Like, I agree with you. But please, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, especially just to say, hey, I like these videos, so YouTube keeps showing them to you. Also, don't forget that I have merchandise, really cool shirts down below you can check out. And if you want to support me directly, you can also sign up for my YouTube memberships where I have a bunch of cool things. You get access to polls just for fans. You get extra videos. You can submit Decklist to me. It's just like being a Patreon, but right here on YouTube. So lots of options, but please remember, like and subscribe. That helps a bunch. And those things are free. Okay, we're going to keep this. This is, like I said, this is an interesting hand. What I do on turn 1... You know what? I'm going to do this anyway. I was about to say, depending on what I drew land-wise, but if nothing else, I'm just going to play another Wormlet next turn. Sadly, we're probably attacking with nothing behind it, which sucks, but... I'm going to do this while I think we can get away with it. Please don't have Elspeth Smite. Hey, they don't. Whew. That was a little scary, because Elspeth Smite's been everywhere. I've even played a list with it recently. Felt like I was dodging some bullets there. Now I need something else, because I don't know if... Oh. Go for it, though. Fair, fair. Can't hate you too much for that. I don't think I want to get in with the Epicure... I mean, the Thrill Seeker here. I think I just want to do this. Try to put counters on it. Call it good. Mostly because I don't want to waste the opportunity to fling something, especially if we can get the opponent low later, or if we want to finish off a Wandering Emperor or something like that. I think it's just more value there. Alright. Let's go this here. Counters up and attack with the big hasty boy and try to get some more cards in hand. Because we might need them. Yeah, I guess we take this. We already have lands, why not? We have not drawn well when we've gotten to see extra cards from our Doomscar Warrior abilities. Feels like this is where Sunfall usually happens. Nope, this time it's a Shieldred. We're gonna draw, but I think we might just be attacking into a Shieldred here, you know? We might just be saying, F it. If you got it, you got it. We could put counters on Doomscar Warrior, and then what? Counters on Doomscar Warrior, attack. Or we could play this, put the counters on Doomscar Warrior, and just see what the opponent does first, because then we could also fling to trample. I don't know, lots of options here. Let's let those get in there and see what the opponent wants to do about it. Oh, nothing. They just scoop. All right. That's an interesting one, right? Because if they block, we could still flick. Like, if they chump block here, no damage happens because they just block a whole 5. If they block with Shieldred here, we obviously want Shieldred to die. So we just let that hit, take 2, or look at 2 cards, take something off the top. and then have this just sitting here. I mean, we could pick off a 1/1, but that's not really worth it. And I'm probably just playing like Gala Greeters next turn to try to set up extra damage on a Wormlet. So their hand, the only thing I can assume is their hand was just really bad there. But either way, we'll take the win. Anytime you get to beat a control deck and a Shieldred. Ah, man. We have nothing between turns 1 and 4. We have to mulligan this. Alright, we'll keep it. Probably just get rid of... Yeah, gotta be Picnic Ruiner, I think. Mostly because I can kind of see what we're doing on turn 2 and 3, most likely, if we have the mana. Golly. Oh, I'm gonna be so sad if we draw an untapped land. Okay, we didn't. So now we're just hoping they don't have some combinations of Brutal Cathars and whatnot. Okay, that helps. I'll take 3 here. Alright, come on untapped land now. Alright, cool. That helps a lot, because we can do this. And then this. No attacks. And that makes a big difference. Adeline you doth have. Man, let us find another Wormlet. Playing a Beast Caller into another one of those would be awesome. This doesn't suck either. I'm not gonna lie. That's kind of nice. The thing here, though, is I kind of want to do this. Put counters on Wormlet. And then maybe do this and this next turn. I mean, we're trying to play around efficiently, hoping to draw land here. But if we don't, we don't. Alright, Virtue, you got a body. I will trade you for an Adeline for my 5/5. Not even that, I'll probably trade you for my 4/4, honestly. They were not interested in my shenanigans, as it turns out. Alright, we're going to play this. And further grow our team and gain some life. At some point, we just got to start getting in there, right? Here's a 7 ball. Do with that what you will. Alright. I ain't mad at it. They probably just have another Adeline in hand, but whatever. Let's move the counters. We have 4, 5 to move. Put them on the Iron Apprentice. We'll split them up here, actually. Put 2 there, because that's probably all we really need. And the rest there. So now we have a bunch of 5/5s. So if any of these gets exiled, we don't really care that much. Well, you aren't that helpful. Alright, attacking with that and that. Actually, we're at 16. What is that? 10? We could attack for 18? Yeah. You got to block, or we just sacrifice the Thrill Seekers. So, whatever. Love it. Ain't even mad at it. Sure. One goes to 12. We put all our eggs in that fancy little basket we got there. Now if they Brutal Cathar, they have to target the Thrill Seeker. We're just throwing that upstairs, and then we're attacking with what's on the ground. Did that with just 3 mana. Not just that. That was a battle of 3 mana on both sides. And survived 2 Adelines, which was great, and them having a Vanguard. So, lots of love for that game, for sure. Ooh, this is real ugly. We're going to mulligan that one. You know, we could at least do something with this. Alright, away with Doomscar Warrior? That's a little tough. Alright. I'm going to assume Galagreeters is just going to die here since the red-black deck didn't play anything on the first 2 turns. And maybe we can find like a I don't know. Don't kill that. Don't abrades that. That would suck. Oh, that's actually going to be a little bit of a problem for us. We're going to have to be very quick here. That is unfortunate. Ah, boy. Alright. I'm going to play this knowing that it's going to die, but... figure we can at least get 2 things down next turn. Try to turn that into something. Especially with Sinkinzen on the following turn. Yep, you got it. Sadly, now we're going to have to Sinkinzen into the opponent, or into the Liliana, so... kind of took that option off the table, unfortunately. Alright. I mean, I say that. I guess we could greeters, but there's a good chance they just have removal anyway. I mean, we're going to cut down one of these. Right? Yep, that's what I thought. Alright.
Knew this was a waste of time.
Trespasser, you got it. And... alright. They're doing something where they need to sacrifice stuff, I'm pretty sure. So we're going to have to keep our mind paying attention to that. So here I think we go greeters. Greeters? And maybe just put 2 counters on one of them. No attack. Not sure we're going to completely get out of trouble here, but we're going to try our best. I mean, sure. And they can put that back into play. Ah, that hurts. That hurts. I was hoping we were going to get that through for one more turn. Yep, I think the opponent had the right cards for us this time. Alright, this isn't bad if that last card isn't some kind of removal. If it is, then they got us. We can at least first strike the Forge tokens for now. The fact they're waiting on something means our hand's probably bad for us and the game's over. Okay, underdog. That's real. I mean, we have to take 3 and not 5. Oh, they just realized it had first strike, I think. Please don't be a cut down. Okay. Oh, Merrick's. Really? You're the best we could draw? Ugh. Alright. Counters here. Counters here. No attacks. I mean, we're just trying to keep our head above water right now. Alright. That's unfortunate, but nothing I can do about it. Yep. As you should. No, alright. GG's, opponent. You had everything. Like, you got us. Alright, this is a little bit of something, something. Let's keep it. I think knowing what I know, having played against Mono Red a bunch, I think I want to just play the Iron Apprentice first. Now, that's not a bad card to have for later. And then I'm hoping to get maybe, like, Beast Caller next turn. And then let us play these back-to-back, getting a treasure, and then setting up Halana and Elena. Or another Gala Greeters would be fine. I would play that on 2 as well. I don't mind that. I mean, much I'd like to be able to move that counter later. I'd much rather that stuff be dying. Alright, here we go. Assuming this is going to get killed, and then maybe we get to set up what we want to set up. I mean, we're in a position where we're not even wanting to block, so they might as well... Yeah, I was going to say, we weren't going to block anyway. They don't know that, but that would also been a 4/4 next turn, which would have been huge. Okay. And play this. Play this. Get a treasure. Alright. Since they're not playing anything, it's all removal, I'm assuming, in hand. So Wormlet's probably not going to do too hot here. Ooh, another Swift Spear. We're not blocking. I'm going to hope we just don't die here. Whoa. They didn't have anything to play? It was a Feldon and they didn't play it. Wow. Okay. Hold up. We're kind of cooking a little bit now. I did not expect to be in this scenario. Okay, so we can Alana and Elena. Gain 2. And then we can play this. Put a counter on the Galagreeters. I get to counter. We can turn this into a 3/3, so if it dies, we could move counters. And that's not bad. That's not bad. Okay. We're doing a little bit of something here. Oh, effigy. That sucks. I mean, it's good for them. Sucks for us. But, you know, is what it is. But we're at 14. And we have 2 life gainers in play. And they don't seem to have a way to remove them at the moment. So we might be okay? Question mark? We're definitely blocking with the Apprentice no matter what. That's the one thing that's for sure blocking. Everything else is up in the air. Now, an interesting thing here is if we block... We actually can't even block the Phoenix, because they could turn that into a 2/2. And if they do... I mean, turn into a 3/3. And if they do, that would kill Helana and Elena. Well, Helana and can't actually get in on a block this time. So we might take a lot of damage. Because that'd be 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If they have a burn spell, ugh. I mean, Iron Apprentice is going to get in, but, like, that's the only thing we can afford to, I think, have block. Oh, they're killing that first? Hell yeah. I thought they were just going to let us block with it. This is way safer for us, I think. Alright, so now it's just a matter if that last card is... What are we afraid of that last card being? I guess if it's... Dang it. I'm giving this a good think here. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. If that's a Rage. Actually, it could be 6, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to go like this and hope for the best. We're going to see. Oh, they don't have anything. Oh, no. I blocked terribly. I mean, I say I blocked terribly. Like, I didn't know they didn't have anything, but still. Play with fire kind of sucks because they can kill our Galagreeters. That's not what we want. So they might take Kamano or Phoenix Chick. I don't know. Man, the way they waited so long and plotted, I seriously thought they had something in hand. Like, even if it wasn't that, I thought... Maybe it's another play with fire, and if I block, they're going to kill something, and I don't know. I took a chance, didn't work out, but that's okay. I mean, we have the Simian Simulacrum. It can come into play, gain life for us, put the counters on. I mean, I'm assuming we're killing Wormlet or Greeters. Take your pick. Alright, they wanted to kill the Wormlet. Interesting. I would have probably killed the Greeters, because that's more life per turn. Oh, this is actually great for us here. Now we have more blockers and stuff that can move counters. Love to see it. We're going to gain 2 for sure. Put some counters here. We're going to go here. Put a +1. Then we're going to make this huge, so they can't ever really kill it. And we can attack for 17, and they have 1 card in hand. Then we don't know what it is. I'm only going to attack with that in case they have that silly thing that deals 1 damage to all creatures or whatever. So I guess that wouldn't even have mattered, because then I could just play this out of the graveyard. Yeah, I should have just attacked with Alana Lena. Opponent's saying GG's anyway, though. Cool. We'll take the win, though. Alrighty. This is definitely one that we want to keep, I think. As long as we don't misclick and drag the wrong lands into play, this should at least be playable. As we get Commando, we get to play this. Assume Gallagreeters dies, because, I assume our first reasonable creature's probably going to bite it. But then we get the opportunity for that, and maybe we're alright. Oh, a Death Toucher. That's not friendly. Okay, let's see what the opponent does here. Blood Tithe Harvester. You got it, friend. Comes into play. We will... Do we want to make a treasure here? Nah, kinda do. I'm just gonna do this. And then... I think I'm just going to attack with the etchings. Because, like, we don't care that much. You know what I mean? Like, I can just do whatever. Get the treasure. Put the counters. Alright. Though, you know what? That's actually bad. I should have put the counters on the etching, and then I could have just fling the Thrill Seeker at the Death Toucher next turn. That would have been much better for us, honestly. Yeah, that's just bad magic. That's what that is. Okay, well, that's a card that does something. We're gonna go +1. I think I am just gonna fling this at the Death Toucher anyway, so things all kind of came around. But yeah, it definitely would have been the better play to put the counters on the Commando and attack last time. Do what the opponent wants to do. I mean, double block something. And oddly enough, I'm going to say I might actually just kill the Harvester. So there's no chance for him to play another Harvester and kill a creature here. Please don't wreck our world. Please don't wreck our world. Actually, what's the worst thing they could do here? Like Liliana? Shieldred? Kind of annoying. But we have a big turn coming next turn also. We'll see what happens. Because we could turn this into a 5/5 and then turn this into a 6/5. Or we could just play at Sushi and come over the top for 6. That's also acceptable. So yeah, lots of combinations of things that can happen right now, depending on what they do. Oni Cult Anvil. Alright. So I'm going to assume their deck is some type of sacrifice thing, which is why they need the Lord Skitter. Okay. I'm definitely not blocking. And they're not attacking with the rats, so they don't have a real play here. So if we pump Palana Elena, that's 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, no. They do have one chump blocker right now. That's a little lazy on my part. Some lazy math. I mean, these do trample, though. Yeah. I mean, you got to block the 4/4. We get to look at 10 cards. 7 and 3, I guess. Yep. Bag it. Drain us for 1. Alright. We get to take... Well, we already have an at Sushi, so I'm probably just taking the Gallagreeters on that one. And then we look at 7. And I'm taking a Simulacrum there. Alright. And they know 2 of the cards are in hand. They know they got to deal with Simulacrum next turn on top of everything else. So we should be good to go. And if they don't play anything that kills Lana or threatens the Lana, we just come over the top anyway with the Netsushi. So right now, we've got a lot of bases covered, and they only have one blocker currently. I would think minimum they have... Well, even then we have a Trampler. Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, opponent saying GG. Yeah, y'all, this deck played great. I don't really want to mess with much in it. We had a lot of good top decks. The Thrill Seekers did what they were supposed to. We literally got to see every card in the list come and play and do something important in a variety of matches. So this is one of those videos that works out well because everything kind of just comes together. We get to see everything, which is great. But we end up with 3... Why did I hesitate there? We ended up with 3 Commando Faces Kakazan, 3 Teething Wormlet, 4 Iron Apprentice, 2 Picnic Ruiner, 4 Galagreeters, 3 Ozolith, the Shattered Spire, 4 Quirion Beastcaller, 3 Valdaren's Thrillseeker, 2 Kadama of the West Tree, 3 Simeon Simulacrum, 2 Etsushi the Blazing Sky, 2 Doomscar Warrior, 2 Halana and Alena Partners. Lands, we have 3 Mountain, Sekinzan, 1 Beseju, 6 Forest, 4 Copperline Gorge, 4 Kerplusion Forest, 3 Rockfall Vale, and 2 Merrick's. Yeah, y'all, this one played out really nicely. I mean, we had plays all over the place. If there was anything I would say, it's like, it would be nice if we had a creature land, which we'll be getting soon in Ixalan, which is nice. I think that'll help these types of decks out, because then you can play 3 or 4 of those, cover a lot of your bases. And I believe that land also puts a +1/+1 on things, I think. So that actually fits perfectly. But even beyond that, the only other thing I might have said I wanted was some number of haste things. So maybe in place of the Atsushis and the Picnic Ruiner, maybe some haste creature, maybe, I don't know, it could be Shivan Devastator or something like that. Just so after a sweeper, you can do a thing and kind of keep up pace. But other than that, I don't know if there's much I want to mess with. This one actually was really nice, and we beat a variety of decks. So, like, yeah, not a lot to say about this one other than it was really good. And now for today's card spotlight is Rite of Passage. This card, I bring it up because it's one of those ones that surprises me, because I even play a deck in Commander that plays a bunch of +1/+1 counters, and I don't even play this card, though maybe I should. I mean, anytime your creatures take damage, you get to put counters on them, and maybe this is more combo-y if you have a way to do damage to your own creatures, which is also kind of funny. However, this is the type of card that could go up a little bit in value as people start wanting to play more of the dinosaur decks with Ixalan coming up. And that's partly because some of the dinosaurs trigger off of having damage dealt to them. So just one of those things. But outside of that, this card's surprising because you kind of think it's going to be bulk because you never see it anywhere. And as it turns out, this card's actually like $2 or $3. So another one that if you're going through bulk bins, people may not know. You can get this on the cheap and it actually has some value. And if you enjoyed decks like today's, but you want to go with some just big top-end power that's hard to deal with, check out this Golgari list we had where we just went as big as possible with really ridiculous cards. That's all I have for you for now. We'll see you next time.